Welcome to the Arab 305 using numbers in Arabic course. In this course, we will explore Arabic numbers, focusing on both cardinal and ordinal numbers. Numbers are fundamental in any language, and understanding how they function in Arabic is crucial for effective communication, whether you are counting objects, discussing time, or ordering items. So we'll discuss both cardinal numbers and the ordinal numbers. Cardinals are the basic counting numbers like 1, 2, 3, which are used to quantify nouns. Whereas ordinal numbers represents position or rank like first, second, third, and they are essential when describing order or sequence. So in this course, Arab 305, we will examine how both type of numbers are formed in Arabic, their grammatical rules and how they interact with nouns in gender and in case. Additionally, we will also provide examples from everyday conversation to demonstrate their usage in the context. So today's lecture is specifically focused on the number one, both in the ordinal and cardinal. The number one is fundamental not only in mathematics but also in Arabic language, as it holds special grammatical sequence. For example, the cardinal number wahid is used to denote single entity or quantity, any single item where the noun in the singular indefinite form may be used. For example, kitab, a book, and so on. Whereas we'll later on see the ordinal numbers as well, and we'll also see how these forms are used, their grammatical rules, and how they agree in gender and case, and we also discuss some examples as well. So this is the describe a single item, the noun in the singular indefinite form. We use the cardinal one, so that's the for example, أعلن أن جنديا من مشاة البحرية الأمريكية announced that an American soldier, Jundian. So basically, the number one is here the one American Marine, min Mishat, infantry, al Bahri, the naval. So it's the American Marines. So that's one example. So Jundian in the noun itself as the for one. فَيَتْلُو فِيهِ سُورَةٌ مِّنَ الْقُرْآنِ. Fayatlu, they used to recite, where they could recite a chapter from Quran. Surah, one surah, a chapter. One surah, as you know, the Quran is divided into surahs, the chapters. So instead of using wahid surah or something, it's just surah indicates that it's the one. The والتقت عيناهما مرة. Their eyes met once. Their eyes, I know both eyes met once. لمهمة تستغرق ليلة أو أسبوعا أو شهرا. So three indefinite nouns: laylatan, a night; asbu'an, a week; or shahran, a month. So muhimma, the mission, tastagriku, that will take. It's the eighth form of the word garaka, and the past of this would be istagraka, but in the present tense it would be tastagriku laylatan aw asbu'an aw shahran. So that's an example of the use of number one, where there is no specific quantity used. The noun itself indicates a single unit or single quantity. It's also used for emphasis. For example, if you want to add further emphasis to the concepts discussed in the previous slide, you can use wahid to emphasize that only one unit of the item in question is being referred to and no more. The word wahid may be used as an adjective. It functions as any adjective. It comes after the noun described and agrees with it in case and gender. So both. Maya dollar wahid. I have $1, exactly $1. So it's only dollar, the only dollar, the $1 only. So that's why the wahid comes after the noun being described. The noun being described is dollar here. So Maya with me, I have some more examples of the use of wahid are number one for emphasis. Lakin اسمح لي بدقيقة دقيقة واحدة لا غير. لكن اسمح لي is generally is used to get permission, to allow me, for please. لكن but give me بدقيقة minute only, دقيقة minute. And then to further specify it, it's called دقيقة واحدة. And further emphasis la gai, no more. So just give me dakika wahida. And it's both case and gender, the feminine. And so instead of the because the minute is feminine here, so wahid, instead of wahid we have the wahida and la gai. It is just a further specification. Fakana at-talibu yaskunu bikarsh wahidin fi shahr. The students, Fakana was the student living, Yaskunu living, because it's the unit of the money, Wahid. So the Wahid piastre in a month. So it's again specification after coming after the noun, matching in case and gender. And now walam yara fis samai najman wahidan. And he walam yara, because it's lam, so after that it's in just a mood. So fis samai, he didn't see a star, not only a single one, najman wahidan. So again matching in both gender and case. Then this is the verse from Quran 23:52. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإن هذه أمتكم أمة واحدة. And this is your community, and this is your community, one community. Sadaqallahul Azim. So the ummatukum ummah wahida. So this is your community, ummah, and the one community, wahida, for the unity. Then lam yasa ila ru'yatiha marra wahida. He didn't try. Lam yes. Ila ru'yatiha, that to ru'yati, her to see her marra wahida, just once. This is also very common, to one time only. So he even didn't try to see her once. Again, all these examples are the examples of using wahid followed by the noun. Purpose is to give emphasis. Now let's look at the ordinal. Because as you know, the ordinal indicates position or rank. So in this case, the number one would indicate the first position. So first is awwal in masculine and ula in feminine. So let's look at its usage. In the usage of number one in ordinal form, the first one is an adjective. So awwal and ula can function as adjective. Like any adjective, they follow the noun described, as was the case in the previous. For the emphasis, they followed the noun, and the one being used as ordinal number also follows the adjective, and it agrees in gender, number, and definiteness as well. So basically we will see then separate examples for the definite and indefinite. Al-Banaya, the building. Al-Ula, the first building. Al-Banaya Al-Ula, the first building. Fishare Al-Awwal. Fishare in the street Al-Awwal, the first street. The first building on the first street. It's just a phrase, not a complete sentence. The first building, Al-Banaya Al-Ula. The dual of the Ula is Ulayani, Ulayani. The plural of the awwal is awwalun, awwalin, or awwal. And the plural of ula is ulayat. So the important one is to remember the plural because dual form is not very common. So awwalun, awwalin, awwal, and uliyat. So let's look at the examples of the ordinal one being used as adjectives. Al-Mo'id al-Awwal, the meeting, the appointment, the first one. So first appointment. Wali ahlil Madina adadan. To the people of the city, Medina city, there are two numbers, the adad awwal wa adad akhir, the first number and another number. And waraya dakhilha rajulan jazaba intabahahu min nazratil ula. And he saw dakhliha in it, inside, a rajulan, a man, like the use of the number one in the cardinal form. Jazab attracted the attention in tabahahu min nazratil ula, in the first glance. So inside he saw a man who attracted his attention from the first glance. So an nazra al ula. Let's see at another example. وفي الأيام الأولى التي عقبت فرار حميدة. And in the first days, وفي الأيام الأولى, in the first al-ayyam al-ula. So again matching in case, gender, and the definite. So al-ayyam al-ula, so both definite. Here an-nazra al-ula, definite. Adad awwal, adad akhir, indefinite but matching in case and number as well. So definite, indefinite, definite, definite. And sofa yatlabu minna al-ittisal bijami safaratina fil kharij ka khutwa ula. So first step, indefinite. The first step, so it will sofa yatlib minna, it will require from us a connection bijimi safaratina, to all our embassies, all our missions fil kharij, abroad, ka khutwatul ula, as a first step, khutwa ula. So that's again the another example of the usage of the number one in the ordinal form. Let's look at the some more examples of the number one ordinal in the adjective form. Hasal al-faizan al-awwalan, the prize winners, the first two prize winners received ala seana muqaddama min Toyota limudil hayat. The first two prize winners received the maintenance lifetime la muda al hayat, for the whole life, from min Toyota, from Toyota. So again the matching in number, case, and the definite as well. وقد أثار تقريران الأولان زجا كبرى. Zajja, to uproar, to make cry, to like to cry, to shout. So the first two reporters, the first two reports, the Kriran, two reports, Alulan, the first two reports generated or provoked a greater uproar. Kara alayhi ashrin baitan minal miyatain ulayin. He would have read to him the first two 100. So miyatain ulayin. So the first 200 verses, the baitan verses. So he would read him the first 200 lines of something like that's not mentioned. These sources are also given over there. So generally this is from the Al-Yawm, Ash-Sharq newspaper, or from the literature of Taha Hussain, Ahmad Najib Mahfouz, and so on. Let's see some more examples of the use of ordinal form 1, of the number 1 in the adjective. هم المتخرجون الأوائل الذين نالوا شهادة جديدة برنامج دبلوم منسكين ورؤساء الأقسام. They were the first graduates. هم المتخرجون الأوائل, the first graduates. So because it's the sum, it's plural form of awwal al-awa'il. So that's why because متخرجون they are also in the plural form. So the kharij, متخرج, متخرجون الأوائل. So first graduate. الذي نالوا. So in the plural form, past, third person, who obtained the diploma, shahada jadida, new diploma, and then the name of the diploma or the name of the program is also given. جزاء ذنب اقترفه هو أو أحد آبائه الأولين. A punishment for the sin اقترفه he did اقترفه هو أو أحد آبائه الأولين. A punishment for the sin that he or another of his forefathers committed. اقترف basically in the form of committed some sin. So Zambin, the sins he committed are aba'ahul awwalin. Again they in the it's the plural form of awwal. So because to match the case, it's instead of awwalun, it's awwalin. So that's the example of this. Natakan Nahar, An-Nahar, the river spoke. فَقُدَّسْهُ السُّكَّانُ الْأَوَّلُونَ. The river spoke. So because of this capability of the river being spoken, and the inhabitants, as-Sukan al-Awwalun, the first inhabitants considered it or held it or made it holy. Quddasahu or Qaddasahu, to make holy, so held holy to something. Muqaddas is a noun from it, Muqaddasa, Muqaddisat, and so on. Next is the Mastautinun, the settlers, the Al-Awa'il America. The first settlers in America are Yabaniyun, or the Japanese. The Mastautinun Al-Awa'il America. The first settlers. So basically, awwal. This is the awwal is qualifying the Mastautinun. Syria, the Levantine, the Sham, Syria, والغزاة الأوائل, and the first invaders. Laula, if not for the Jahud and Nisa, that the struggle of the ladies, al Nisa al Ulayat, the first ladies, Lamma wasalat al Kuwait ila ma hiya alayhi alan. If it was not for the struggle of the efforts of the first woman, Kuwait would not have been where it is now. Lama wasalat Kuwait ila ma hiya alan now would not have reached. So again, Nisa and the plural form of the awwal, ulayat. Let's look at the now the use of number one in ordinal form as a superlative. So awwal can also function as superlative. So there again, the function of the awwal in superlative, there are two cases: superlative before indefinite and superlative before definite. So first, let's look at the use of awwal before the indefinite. So awwal can function grammatically as superlative. In this case, if the noun being described is indefinite, awwal appear before the noun. Always in the masculine singular form, regardless of the gender or number of the noun being described. So in this case, there are quite specific rules, stringent rules over here. In case of use of the awwal as a superlative before indefinite, it will appear before noun. So this is the first time that both in the cardinal and ordinal form, it's appearing before the noun. In the adjective, in the ordinal form, as for the emphasis in the cardinal form, it was before the noun. And it's always in masculine singular form, so awwal, always awwal, from regardless of the gender, number, or noun described. So there is no matching required, no matching in gender, no compatibility for the number and the noun. So moreover, it occurs in izafa, the genitive, a construction with the noun being described. So the construct is translated as the first and awwal marratin. So this make is genitive. So the first time, that's very important to remember, that it appears in the izafa construction. So we have to give it a genitive case after the verb, after the superlative awwal. So let's look at some of the examples of the usage of number one as superlative before the indefinite. So وَنَزَعْتَ نَفْسَهُ إِلَى الْأَوْدَةِ فِي أَوَّلِ كِتَارِ. He felt an urge back to go back on the first train. أَوَّلِ كِتَارِ. So he felt an urge to return إلى الأوضة. To return, أوضة is the return. في the first Qatar train. Farah Zawjati So he saw his uncle's wife, Khalil. The uncle's name is Khalil. Bi majlisiha, sitting at its place. Allazi, that ra'aha bihi awwala marra. Where he ra'aha, where he has seen her bihi awwal marrati. Awwal marratin, awwal marra. Where he has seen her sitting in the first time. Awwal marra. أول انتخاباتي أول انتخابات برلمانية في كوسوفو. The first election, انتخابات elections, أول first برلمانية parliamentary في كوسوفو. استفتى مصر أول خطوة ديمقراطية. The referendum, Egypt's referendum is first step. أول خطوة ديمقراطية. The first democratic step. So again, the use of أول and then أول مرة, أول انتخابات, أول خطوة, and so on. Now let's look at the second case of the use of excuse me, the use of the superlative ordinal one before the definite. So this is the alternative construction for the word awwal or ula to be definite, and plural or pronoun referring to the plurals. In this case, the meaning would be the first of the awwal is used when noun, it refers to a masculine. If the noun is feminine, then the ula is used. Again, remember, this is for the definite. So az-zayuf, al is the definite, makes the nouns definite. So that's why if it's the masculine, then it's the awwal. Otherwise, if it's the feminine, then it's the ula. So in either case, it's again genitive construction with the following word. So awwal as the yufi, the first of the guests. The plural while may also be used in this construction, which we'll explain in the example 3 and 4 on the next slide, and could also be used to refer to non-humans in the example 5 and 6. So the washaraha ridwan inna hunaka salasa anasar likhutat misr al-iqtisadiyya ula awwalaha halul sariya lidafa iqtisad. Rizwan explained that there are three salasa anasar, there are three elements to Egypt's economic plan. The first awwalaha, the first of that is lidafa al-iqtisad, to move the economy, to get the economy moving. In talakat awwal min ams, the day before yesterday, the first of minal ams, so day before yesterday, ula ad-dawrat at-tadribiya allati tanzimuha amana al-mindika ash-sharqiyya. The day before yesterday, the first of the training session. So ad-dawrat at-tadribiya, the ula, the first ad-dawrat session, at-tadribiya training, allati, which were arranged by this organization, the municipality of the eastern region, Mintaga region. So again, the use of two awwal min ams and ula. So first, before yesterday, again definite here, and then ula the dawrat at-tadribiya. That again the both definite and then ula because they are feminine here. Note in the first example, awwal is masculine because it refers to one, and so in the second, the feminine ula is used in agreement with the dawrat. That's we just explained. Some more examples of the superlative awwal, the ordinal one in the superlative before the definite. Kanat min awail allazina amalu biazati sutil arabil kahira. She was one of the first to work. Awail mukanat min al awail. So first to work allazina. So because it's the plural, but the it's allazina. So that's why awail is used. Amil is worked to bizati sutil arab. The in the sutil arab it's in Cairo bil kahira. Ana من الأوائل الممثلين الموعدين لثورة 25 يناير. I was one of the first actors. The min awal ana min I was from awal, the first of al-mumassilin, the actors, al-mu'idin, supporter, li saura, the revolution of 25th of January. Aifa is used as it is. Aifa min awail ash-shirakat fil Kuwait allati jadwalat diyunaha. The Aifa is one of the first companies min awail ash-shirakat, the first of the company in Kuwait which has rescheduled its debts, its debts. Again, Al-Maghrib min Awail al-Buldan, the Morocco, Al-Maghrib is for Morocco, the country name, mean one of the first countries allati istafadat, who benefited from Brahmich, the programs Barnamij, singular Brahmich, plurals Tahdi al Alfiya, the Millennium Challenge. So the awwal al Buldan, the first of the countries. So the Morocco is the first of the countries. The fada, eighth word form in the past tense. For the third person, because it's the non-human, so in that case the while is also used for the feminine, and they benefited from this program. Okay, so that's it for today. In today's lecture we discussed the one in the cardinal form, which is used to denote single unit or quantity and follows the noun, matches with the case and number, whereas we also discussed the ordinal form, where in the ordinal form we discuss this as adjectives, where it comes first, and then we saw the superlative form. Sorry, in the adjective it comes after, and then in the superlative form it comes first before the noun. And we also discussed two cases of the superlative, before the definite and a noun or indefinite noun. Well, that's it for today. In the next lecture of Arab 305, I will see you guys where we will explore the number 2 in Arabic in the cardinal and ordinal form. Thank you. Take care. Bye.